This content is brought to you by Dental Associates. For more than 39 years, Dr. Stephen Price has been practicing dentistry in Northern Virginia. A member of the American Dental Association, the Northern Virginia Dental Society, and the Virginia Dental Society, Price is considered an expert in Invisalign and continues to be an award-winning innovator in the industry.
Hey everybody, Nick Yor here to bring you a playoff preview, and this time we are going to be focusing on the VHSL 6A Region D playoff preview, and look at the bracket right there. This is always a loaded region, with a lot of good teams always coming out of it, so we got to give you a full in-depth breakdown of this. We already gave you VHSL 6A Region C, number 1 seed South County, followed up by Mount Vernon and Lake Braddock, and now we'll get VHSL 6A Region D. Those two winners will obviously play each other in a state semifinal. So a lot of good football here to come, coming up in November, December. And of course, we have to start, especially in this region and in this state, really, with the Westfield Bulldogs. Had 3 straight state championships until last year, where they lost in a heartbreaking regional semifinal, state semifinal game to Freedom Woodbridge, led by quarterback Noah Kim, star receiver Avery Howard Jr. They're going to look to make another bounce back year and really go back to that state championship where they're known to be, where they know to do out there in Chantilly and at Westfield High School. Now we move on to number 7 is James Madison, or number 2, the 2 seed James Madison, and they were in this position last year as well. Had another deep playoff run, but they lost to Westfield in this regional championship. They're going to look to change that, led by quarterback Ryan Yates, wide receiver Colin Tuff. You see right there making an unbelievable catch against Centerville. They really do have a lot of athletes for Madison, and they don't want to look to take that next step. Lost to Westfield in this regional championship last year, so they really want to get above that, get ahead of Westfield, and try to make that statement win. And then moving on, number 3, of course, we have my Yorktown Patriots at 9-1. Yorktown won their first district championship since 2012, since I was there, and when they were a member of the National District. Now they won the Liberty District, led by senior quarterback Grant Wilson, star wide receiver Max Patterson. Really impressive Yorktown offense, really fun team to watch at 9-1. They come in as the 3 seed, will host a home playoff game over there in Arlington, so very good season for Bruce Hanson and the Patriots. And of course, number 4, Chantilly, a bounce back year for the Chargers. Had really struggled in recent years, and they come back and have a great season. 8-2, led by that guy right there, Pierre Johnson, the star running back, who seems like every week he breaks off a long touchdown run. They have also a star offensive tackle, James Polgaric, who they run behind a lot at Chantilly, a Division I offensive lineman. So for them to come back, bounce back, get 8 wins this year, only 2 losses, and get the number 4 seed, that is a great season for them, and sets up a potential rematch between Chantilly rivals, as Westfield and Chantilly could possibly meet in the second round. But you can't forget about the 5th seed South Lakes, who were in this position last year, upset the 4th seed, and then went on to play Westfield in that second round. They lost, but they look good again this year, especially that man right there, senior Joseph Dagby, really leads the way for those Seahawks. Doesn't matter what position he's playing, wide receiver, quarterback, running back, return, defense, they look to get the ball in his hands. Often he is the best athlete on the field. Should be in this next couple games, as South Lakes look to take that next step from last year, where they lost in the second round. They want to move on to a regional championship, especially Dagby in his senior season. And we move on to number 6 seed George Marshall High School, the Statesman over there by Tyson's Corner. A really good story for Marshall. You don't see Marshall football in the playoffs very often, but now you do. Moving up from 5A last year, moving up to 6A. They get into the 6A playoffs in their first year, finish at 6-4. They didn't win the National District, but still were able to gain enough power points to get the number 6 seed in the Virginia 6A playoffs. So a really good story there for Marshall, as they will take on 9-1 Yorktown on the road. A very good matchup, 3-6 matchup right there. And then we move on to number 7 is Centerville, and you're like 4-6 Centerville. That doesn't look right, but that's where they are right now, 4-6 on the year. But their 4 wins were able to garner enough power points to get them into the playoffs as a 7 seed. Shocking to some to see Centerville even at 4-6, but we know what a dangerous team, what a dangerous program that is. I wouldn't want to play them in the first round. James Madison will have to do that. That is a rematch, obviously. Concord District rivals going at it. Should be a very fun game. Centerville led by Jack Shields, and Avery Ford at wide receiver. And then lastly, we finished it off with Wakefield, 5-5. A really good story of the Wakefield Warriors, moving up from Virginia 5A, where they competed in the playoffs last year. Now they're at Virginia 6A, and to make it the playoffs in the first year at the 6A level is very impressive. 5-5, won the national district. I can't remember the last time Wakefield football won a district championship, and they win the national district this year. Shout out to my former coach, Wayne Hogwood, over there, coaching up the Warriors. It's a tough matchup for them. It sucks to see them go up against Westfield, 10-0 versus 5-5. Wakefield led by receiver Lukai Hatcher, but who knows? This is why we play the game. That's why there's upsets. But a good, tough shout out to Wakefield football, Coach Wayne Hogwood making the playoffs and winning the national district over teams like Marshall, UC, who was 6-4. So a good year for Wakefield, and really a good year for the Virginia 6A level, where they just have a lot of good teams, and this should be probably the most exciting bracket I'm looking forward to. Just seeing teams like Westfield, Chantilly, Madison, Southlake, Centerville, and Yorktown all in one region like that should be a lot of fun when we get down into these games, and we'll see if Westfield can, once again, like they usually do, reign on top, as the Bulldogs tend to do when it comes to playoff time. Remember to check everything out right here at DMVSTREAM.com.
DMVSTREAM.com, we use state-of-the-art live streaming and video production tools to create an unparalleled viewing experience from local sporting events. Whether we're using our 12-foot HD broadcast production truck or employing one of our state-of-the-art flypack kits, our broadcasts always include multiple camera angles, instant replay, live scoring, graphics, and a complete broadcast crew working together to showcase the DMV's finest. Contact us today to learn more about our services and streaming packages. Visit us on the web at DMVSTREAM.com.